Okay. So we're going to try this situation once more, where I'm going to record the screen and hopefully this will stream to Facebook Live properly. All right, so I'm going to just check my phone real quick. You guys just give me a second. Okay, it looks like it's trying to stream right now. And
check my phone real quick.
Okay, yep, it's doing it. Okay, so here we go. So I initially tried to do a video about content, about creating content, because today is Content Creation Wednesday. And I want us to focus on just creating content that converts for your clients, okay? So one of the things that I want to talk about, let me go into the group actually and show you guys just start from scratch. This is my first time doing this. I think this is going to work out. Can we say whoop, whoop? Okay, I'm getting excited now. It's working, it's working, it's working, it's working. I can see y'all joining me. Hey, Allison Todd. Hey, Carla Jenkins. Hey, Tamisha. We're trying this again. Okay. So as you guys can see, we started this week with brand new themes. Yesterday was Take Action Tuesday, but today is Content Creation Wednesday. Today is Content Creation Wednesday, which means I want you guys to focus on creating content because content converts. Content is the thing that converts. So pushing content is the best way to attract new clients, to attract your ideal clients. So I asked the question today, what platform do you use to consistently produce content? The examples I gave were WordPress, YouTube, and Periscope. Those are places where you can consistently produce content. They're platforms. And so I got a number of answers. I got Facebook, I got Pinterest, a couple people put Instagram, and you push out content every day. And so here are a few things that I want you to understand about pushing out content. Number one, content is supposed to position you as an expert in whatever you're trying to sell. Okay, if you're selling services, if you're selling products, you need to be positioned as an expert in your particular field. And so a lot of people are just pushing content and they're not having focused, structured content. The other thing is it's important to have the content do something, meaning direct people, call to action, drive traffic. It's not supposed to have content. People read it, consume it, and walk away. They're supposed to be driven to do something, whether that's to contact you, whether that's to connect with you, whether that's to get on your email list and get more information from you. There should be something that drives them to do it. Now, you don't have to have a call to action in every content piece, but you certainly should be having enough call to actions so that people want to take action to keep in touch with you. So a lot of you guys said stuff like Instagram. Right? You were like, oh, Instagram, that's great. Instagram is great, but Instagram is social media. We love social media to help us push out products. We love social media to help us push out stuff, but social media is owned and operated by the social media platform. So I want you to be creating content that you own and control, okay? That means content on your website. That means content produced on your website. That means driving people back to your website so they can do something in terms of a call to action. So I'm a proponent of producing content on your WordPress-driven website. Okay, a lot of us are being lazy about getting our websites up, about consistently putting content up there, about driving traffic to the website. Listen, if Instagram was outlawed tomorrow, what would you do, right? For those of you who built a business solely on Instagram, do you have an email list to capture people so that you can still stay in touch with them? Platforms change. Facebook is infamous for Facebook jail, right? What if you were in Facebook jail and you couldn't get to your Facebook group for a period of time, right? If you couldn't get to this Facebook group for a period of time and you couldn't talk to your audience, what would you do? Do you have an email list? Do you have a personal group that you can still go and get to these? For me, this 3,175 people, I'd be real upset if I couldn't talk to you guys on demand, right? But what do I have? I have an email list, right? I have an email list and I use Active Campaign. And shout out to my folks over at Active Campaign. And Active Campaign has a few thousand folks in there. So in this particular group, I've got 44 people, 4,400 people in this particular account. Okay. So more people on my email list for my business, for this particular business, more people on this email list than in the Facebook group. Why? Because if the Facebook group went away, I still have a way to get content directly to those folks. So now let's talk about content types. Okay. So I've taught you guys about content. You know, I'm a proponent of written blog posts. Here is a written blog post. Okay. Written blog posts. Why do I like written blog posts? Because Google likes written blog posts. People can Google me, right? Because WordPress, Google loves WordPress. So this helps with your search engine optimization. So that's the number one reason why I write it. If somebody Googles brand coach in Atlanta, right, I'm going to come up because I have a shit ton of content out there that makes me pop to the top of the search engines, right? So that's what I want people to do. That's why written content. Notice that this is not that long. I think this blog post might be 200 words. It's not that long. I do my blog post about 200, 250 words tops. Some people go up to 500 words. Writing content is not that difficult. It's not that hard. But I could have written this and made this a Facebook status, or I could take this and put it on my website and give people a reason to visit my website. Because guess what? When they visit my website, they click on the blog post. Guess what? They have also got calls to action over here on the side. Look, you can get more badass biz tips. You can be on the Game Changer Spotlight. Guess what? You can see about the giveaways and the promos. If they land up on the home page for some reason, guess what is there? 5 steps to build a badass brand online. Get your free ebook today. They can sign up right here as a call to action. Guess what else they can do if they come to this website? Join the Brand Hustle Cash Flow community, the Branded Hustle community now. And so there's a lot of calls to action, okay? You guys will also know that I am a huge video fanatic, okay? Video fanatic. So if you look at this, you'll also see this is my YouTube channel. These are thumbnails that I put up here. What you're going to also see is that I have a jstone.com. Look at that, jstone.com right up here at the top. jstone.com, directly jstone.com. I've got jstone.com everywhere. Why? Because I'm always driving traffic back to my website. So you guys are creating a lot of content, but it doesn't drive people anywhere. It doesn't send people anywhere. We want to send folks somewhere. The other thing I love about YouTube, and the reason why I use it so much, is because I can put a little description in here and guess what? A call to action. So not only does it say jstone.com, guess what? There's a hyperlink right here that they can click and go where? To jstone.com. Now you can be really specific in these call to actions, right? You can have it go to a specific landing page. You can have it go to a specific ebook that you want them to download. You can have this go to a specific product. The content should be drive people specifically to where you want them to go, right? So look at this one right here. This one talks about, it drives people to the Spreecast interview that I did. Okay, so it can drive traffic specifically someplace. Look at this one right here. Become your own become your own publicist, right? It drives them directly to a place on the site where I need them to land. That is how you convert. So if someone is interested in being their own publicist, if I have a book or an ebook or a product or a blog post, I can link them directly here and put that link in the blog post. This is when you start to convert traffic. So we have to create content. We have to create content. So here's the kicker. This is for people who might just be searching somewhere on the internet. This is also for people who might just be on YouTube and find me. But let's go back to the website, right? Guess where content also is on video. Let's just look at this one right here. Okay? It's a video. It says it right in the title. Look, video, video. Even though this is an image, okay? Even though this is an image, it's a video because what? I embedded the video straight from YouTube onto my site. Why? Because I'm trying to keep people on my website as much as possible for as long as possible. I don't need to be any confusion about where they're supposed to be if they're looking to build or grow their brand, right? Right here on this website, right here on this website. Now, little trick that I do. Okay, let me see if I can get this to cooperate. Notice that on my images, I also put jstone.com, right? Because when images show up on the preview in Facebook, let's just go over here to Facebook really quick. And so far, I'm loving this. Okay, so let's just go down my timeline. Let's see if we can find it. Look right here. That preview image right here, guess what? People are going to look at that. Okay, so look at these preview images. Here's another preview image. The information on the preview image is going to catch their attention right away. So if I want to drive people, drive traffic, look at this. Preview image. If you want to drive traffic to some place, where are you going to put it? Like this one, you can see the medical moguls up there is cut off a little bit, so it probably needs to drop down a little bit. But the logos on your content is going to tell people exactly where they need to be at first glance. So therefore, I put it right here on the images, the jstone.com, boom. And because Facebook changes their little layout, they change this little image all the time. I always drop mine a little bit further down, not too top, not too low at the bottom, because I don't want that to get cut off. But look, jstone.com, every single freaking place you look, because I need to be clear. The other thing is, if people steal your graphics, look, you got to buy these stock photos, right? Buy them. I want you to buy them. You ain't getting shit over here for free. Okay, so buy your stock photos. Guess what? You can't just grab the ones from my site that I bought and put them up. Buy your own stock photos. We don't have to run into a licensing issue because you're stealing from me and they stealing from the photographers and the stock photo. No drama with that, right? Get your own shit. There we go. So, and let's talk about Instagram. A lot of you guys like to push your social media. Instagram is a great curator, meaning it collects people together around some topics. My content for Instagram is different from my content from Facebook, right? Because the audience on Instagram just wants a snapshot of what's going on in your life. My people tend to really, really, really respond well to inspirational quotes, okay? I have tried giving tips. I have tried showing pictures of my life and my lifestyle. The videos for the lifestyle do well, but the photos don't. So the inspirational quotes is what does best. Inspirational, motivational stuff. But guess what you see right here on the watermark? jstone.com. What am I doing? Driving traffic. You can always say, hey, get the information in the profile. In my profile, you see mybadassbrand.com, build your badass brand, call to action. That's when you want people to be really, really specific. Right now, I just want them to go to jstone.com and kind of play around and look around. Now, Instagram was a little bit tricky because I had a live event. As you can see pictures from the live event, but let's get past that. And guess what? My previous call to action was the Her Summit Live, right? This is my Instagram where I was pushing this event, okay? We had a countdown on every single solitary thing, whether I'm promoting one of the attendees, I'm doing quotes, I'm doing the daily countdown. Look at that. The Her Summit Live is everywhere, okay? So I am actually pushing content. Why? Because I'm trying to get people to get over to this site. I want them to buy tickets to this event. I want them to find out more information about this event. I want them to share information about this event, right? And so because I'm pushing this event, pushing a rock. That's all you see. There's no confusion about what's most important in this Instagram, what's going on in my life. Some of you guys have 6 call to actions, right? I got a website over here that I'm pushing. I'm pushing this product over here. Push one thing at a time. One thing at a time. You want to be pushing your event. You want to be pushing your product, and you want to push that consistently for an extended period of time, meaning 30 days, 60 days. You want to just push that one thing so that it's not so much stuff going on and overwhelming for your audience. Okay, so before we were pushing the event, guess what we were doing? So you can see when the event starts, right? Because we've got the regular Instagram, my other Instagram, right? And then all of a sudden, you get the indication, there's the event announcement. And from that point forward, for the next 30, 40 days, all you see is event content, okay? That's because I want to consistently have a call to action to push them to one place. So let's talk about the type of content that I put here. So while the image is just quotes, I actually do write a little bit of content, okay? And so my content is a lot more quick, a lot more concise, not like a blog post. Facebook is conducive for blog posts. But Instagram, you can actually write real content. So it gets their attention. If all they want is a snapshot, they can look risk, rewards, risk, result, rewards, repeat, jstone.com, right? But this was yesterday. Here's some content. This is Take Action Tuesday. Okay, it's Take Action Tuesday, and I want to give you a formula for winning. Number 1, take a calculated risk. Number 2, measure your results. Number 3, reap your reward. Then number 4, it should be, then repeat what works. And then I use my hashtag. So guess what that is? Risk, results, reward, repeat. Just wrote a little blurb about each of those. This is actually considered content. Okay, now the jstone.com is right here on the meme. I didn't put it in here. Why? Because we can hyperlink hashtags, right, in Instagram, but we cannot hyperlink actual URLs. So there's no point in putting jstone.com here in the comments. I'd be glad when they add the URL hyperlinks, but they're not there now. Now, the other thing you could put if you were promoting something specific was, click the link in the profile. That's a great way to drive traffic for Instagram, okay? But what am I doing? Even though I'm using Instagram, even though I'm using Facebook, I'm still driving traffic back to jstone.com because this is home base, right? This is home base. So if you think about a baseball game, right? You got bases. First base, second base, third base, home base. You always got to get back to home base. Think of this as playing a game. You ultimately want people to end up on home base. First base may be Facebook. Second base may be Instagram. Third base may be Pinterest or podcasting. You ultimately want people to end up back at home, hit the home run, convert the client. So that is what I had to say about creating your own content, curating, owning, and managing your content from home base. So that's your training for today. That was kind of impromptu. I kind of just wanted to test this situation to see if we were going to be able to get it all the way live. And I think I did. I think we did good. Yay. Okay. So now if I end this meeting, we just going to pray that this don't go away, that it stays in the Facebook group. Keep your fingers crossed. I tried recording it just in case it doesn't show up. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Bye-bye.